Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing this fine eve? The weekend is here upon us once again. It is time to start our second tower campaign. And we're going to be on the Nexus map for this one, dealing with our very own, unfortunately. The tower have been very naughty. So we're going to have to deal with a little bit of a rebellion on our hands. Right, so sorry, I was just doing a bit of a sound check there at the same time. But we've actually had these new units added in from the science fiction faction, and they really remind me of Tau melee units. I don't know why, but so we're going to be having to deal with this big tower rebellion over here. Lots of blue guys also thrown into the mix. Now, the rebellion has been headed by the Howling Banshees, of course. They've been usurping the tower's plans, and it is your job today, ladies and gentlemen, to defend this fine defensive platform here, which is going to be a landing platform for future reinforcements. And you need to hold it at all costs. So, let's get things underway. So yeah, these are units that have been added in by the developers. They're really not from 40k at all, but they do actually remind me a lot of the Tau themselves. So I thought it'd be interesting to frame it as a Tau rebellion here. There's not that many Howling Banshees. There's only about 20,000 of them, so it shouldn't be too bad here. Now, the crew that you're actually starting out with today are the range crew, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't used these in a very long time. You can see here the fire coming in from the rebel side. So these are actually some what are known as alien archers in the game here, firing these big long blue lasers over our defensive formation. So, ladies and gentlemen, your objective is to hold this ground at all costs. You cannot lose it. Hey, everyone. How are we all doing? Okay, mates, it's absolutely no problem. Thank you for letting me know, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful time at the wedding. Hey, something funny. Hey, Chris. Hey, Wyatt. Now, yes, something else you might notice is that you might be thinking that you're missing 400,000 Karut to begin with. Well, that's because they're currently in a transport ship heading to the planet known as Boss World. So, what we're going to be doing for future campaigns is you will be carrying the units forward, but they will be for the boss round only, mainly because it just makes balancing so much easier for me. So, you have locked in them troops, and they are on the way to the boss realm. Transport ships, guys, they take a while to get there. At least that's what I'm going to say. So you can already see them archers might be a little bit of a problem there. That range firepower is not to be sniffed at. So, there's your first poll. Peruse what we have available here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit distracted. Right, here we go. I'm here now. Right, so what we got here? We got 14,053. That's not a bad opener. Not a bad opener. Hey, Neil. Oh, Ed, right off the bat with 5 gifted. Thank you, Ed. Very much appreciated. Congratulations, David. Congratulations, Magnus. Congratulations, Mike. Congratulations, brother. And congratulations, Genhana. Genar, I'm guessing. Hey, Red Mist. No, not at all. We've just started. The first round is over, but there's plenty more to come. Indeed, Mitz. Indeed. I know, Ed, right? Damn near killed me, that stuff. Right, let's have a look then. What are we going for? Oh, it's a bit of a close vote, actually. Fairly split early on here. So, Fire Warriors actually managed to eke that one out just ahead there. So we'll go ahead and create a new group over here. Go down the list. They're here somewhere. There we go. Fire Warriors. And that will get us a solid 94 to begin with. Are we just going to go ahead and put these at the back of the... what's it? At the back of the Karut? Oh, actually, I know what's missing. I thought it was a little bit quiet. There we go. Yeah, stick them at the back of the crew. Awesome. There we go. Alright, let me get the pole ready and we can crack that whip. Stick them in the middle. Yeah, I can stick them in the middle of the crews. 2 seconds. Right then. So, let's go stick these in the middle. Whoop. Nope. So, throughout this campaign, you will also notice that the cost values of units will also change. The whole reason I'm saying for this is because different battles are at different areas, which means it costs more to get the troops there. Of course, naturally, it's all for balancing purposes more than anything else. I found that having 500,000 Karut starting on the field made it really difficult to balance and actually just make it fun. Hey, Raz. Hey, good on you, mates. %, Ed. Couldn't agree more. So, Red Mist, the Karut that we got from the last campaign, they're for the boss fight. They're currently in transport ships loaded up, heading towards the boss world. God, the blue lasers actually look really cool. It might be actually... I really want to make some custom Tau Fire Warriors that use them. I think getting these Fire Warriors to be able to use the blue lasers might be quite good. But I might do that after this. Hey Ed, it's only a good thing. Probably one, Dave, to be honest. Probably one gigantic ship to transport all them crews. I mean, the Imperial Guard can have ships that contain millions of men being transported. So I would imagine that the Tau have a very similar situation there. think if I remember rightly, in one of the Last Chancer books, Colonel Schaefer, whatever his name was, his Last Chancers, there was one part there where there was a penal legion and they had some 200,000 penal legionnaires all locked into one ship. So yeah, it can be pretty chaotic in them places. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. So we got 15,000 there. Nice little uptick in the numbers. There's the poll. Go ahead, vote. What do we add in to our tower defense line next? So what was that counter then? That was 15,036. A nice 1,000 increase. Ah, thank you, Dave. There you go. Plus 983. Fig. No, the Imperial Guards equal opportunities. Both men and women are allowed to die for the Imperium at equal numbers. They don't hold that against anyone. Right then, ladies and gentle giants of the internet, what are we thinking? Oh, I definitely see a favourite popping ahead here. People are liking the Fire Warriors. Cheapest chips compared to the first campaign, right? A nice little discount on them. So, we're going to be getting ourselves some Fire Warriors. Now, I am just going to check just in case. But are we adding these on or making a new group? Is that the series with Kane? I can't remember. I don't think so. I think Colonel Schaffer's Last Chances, isn't there like maybe between 12 and 24 of them? Something like that. And they're basically all just criminals. So, criminals in quotation marks. We'll see. And it just, they're always thrown into the front lines. Because obviously, yeah, who cares about the penal legions? That's true, Big Jam, yeah. Jesus. Right, so, yeah, just adding these on, no worries. So, that takes us from 94 up to 194. We added a clear 100 Fire Warriors at that time on the dot. That's pretty nice. So I'm guessing we're just leaving him in place if everyone's happy with that. Schaffer is dead now in 40k, is he? What happened there? I guess he found his last chance. Right, let's kick this off. Jeez, Dave, that's a hell of a lot of rain. Even over a month period, that's a lot of rain. Jesus, the volley fire from the Fire Warriors here. Had to have been hit with 9mm. Probably right, Fig. Your cat Pop-Tart is watching. Can you shout out my cat? Hey, Pop-Tart! Now, I've got to say, these alien melee units, they don't seem that tough. Their armor doesn't seem to be helping them out that much. But perhaps they're just here to protect the Howling Banshees and the archers. What kind of kitten is it? More Dakkar's always good at. Flame Point Siamese. Wow. A feline one. Well, to be fair, Dave, it could have been a lion. You know, it's technically a cat. A big cat. But a cat nonetheless. Oh, Steve, no worries. Hope you have a wonderful night, mate. Might be an idea to move these Tau back just a little bit. Stick them close to the back line for now, just so they survive that little bit longer. But yeah, it's another solid increase. 16,749. Nice. Right, so there's your poll. Go ahead, vote, vote, vote. What are we adding? What do we feel like? 16,749. Well, the Banshees actually got to the front line then as well. But hopefully the Tau won't have too much problem with the Banshees. Plus 1,713. Yeah, that's all right. Decent for an extra 100 Tau. Not to be sniffed at. So, what are we thinking, folks? Yeah, definite clear favourite here tonight. Looks like the Fire Warriors won that one yet again. So, what are we doing? Are we going to add these on, or are we making a new group? I have to ask just in case. You never know what democracy is going to throw at you. Just remember, Red Mist, you need to hold that area. So this here, this is a spaceport landing pad we're going to pretend. So you guys have got to hold that area. You cannot retreat back past it because then the area will be entirely captured by the enemy. I appreciate early on that you are getting outflanked and the enemy is sort of capturing it anyway. But you've got, what I'm saying is you've got to make a concerted effort to try and actually protect that land. Like I said, I appreciate early on that it's going to be difficult because you're going to get outflanked, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I'm happy for you to move to the middle, but what I'm saying is you can't move to this line here. You can't just abandon this area entirely. I mean, I said that at the very start, Fig Jam. So... yeah, add 'em on. Fire Warriors, awesome. Oh, I forgot 194. Right, so that's going to take the new total up to 306. So, did you guys want to move anything around at all? No? Moving back to the middle of the platform, fire to center. Move them back. Center platform. Yeah, okay. Probably about there should give them the best opportunity. Right, let's go. Indeed, probably Big Jam at some point, yeah. I purposely left you guys loads of slots this time, so the enemy only take up 3 of the 18 available slots, and you guys have already used 2. So 5 out of the 18 slots are currently used, which gives you plenty of wiggle room for other shenanigans, let's say. Hey, Laurie. Oh, what's that? Ed? I'm not ignoring anything, sorry. Let me scroll up here. Oh, sorry, will my Pinky drinking game be officially unofficial or unofficially official? Well, I'll have to see it first, but it could potentially be unofficially official. Hey, this is working out nicely, isn't it? Now, one thing about the archers, though, with them being archers, they can still just about fire over the lip here because of the curvature of the weapon. Yeah, that's working so much better. Hey, Darren. These Karuk ranged are actually pretty tough, you know. But I very much think that these heavy knights here, these alien heavy knights as we'll call them, the rebellion faction, I think they're pretty much glass cannons here. Like, they don't have a lot of health, but they seem to deal a lot of melee damage. Bloody hell, lad. I'd like to see that. They sort of remind me of attack that was it Mars attacks or cone heads. God, look at all them. $23,000. That's a really nice increase there. Dave. There's the ball. Go ahead. What are we adding to our tower defensive line? So what was that? 23,157. Excellent. Have a look. Plus 6,408. Wow, moving backwards really did help out quite a lot there. So yeah, group one, that one. So we'll go ahead, create a new group here. They're not far down if I remember rightly. There we go. Karut. And we can get 1,544. So, where would you like them? Put them on guard. They're going to suck if they're on hold. Right. So, would you just like them in front of these guys for now? I was going to say, it'd be pointless sticking them at a rampart right now, I think. We'll just stick them there, yeah. Yeah, awesome. Let me get the poll ready for the next round, and then we'll kick it off. Hey, Mike, it was Ed. Oh, Brain Spider is called in the chat here. Right, let's go. Let's see how this goes. We're building a sloth face again slowly. In my last video, we had a sloth face. I swear, if we get two blobs on either end of this now, we're just making Sid. I was reminded it was Sid. I couldn't believe I forgot the character from Ice Age. Actually, yeah, especially if we go this way, because it's almost like there is goofy teeth. Like the clump of fire warriors is his nose. Now you're thinking we're portals. I know it's a bit dodgy, but I actually really like this purple texture. There's something about it. I know it's not a detailed thing or anything like that, but I don't know, it feels right. Gives me like weird Tron vibes. It's never too early to call in an exterminatus. You're an Inquisitor level, after all, Ed. Now, let's see how these Kroot melee handle. Oh my god. Yeah, I think the Kroot melee are pretty strong against these guys. Very strong, in fact. Oh my days. Though again, these guys very much are a glass cannon. Look at that. They still chewed their way through the Kroot, but yeah, that's massively increased the kill counter there. Jedi are the most OP as the ready today. Unfortunately not, we don't have any Jedi on the fields. Get at the surround. Chewing the way through the Kroot here. Slow but methodical. Hey, Pompous. Oh, here we go. A couple of the Banshees have made their way to the front line. So, guys, what do you think we should add next to this defense? What's going to help us out? More meat or more firepower? Oh, I'm really excited for not the next Tau campaign, but the next fresh campaign that we start. I'm really excited for it. I've got something special in mind. And it's not something we've ever done before. It's similar to what we do now, but with a slight twist on it. I'm going to be interested to see how you guys like it. It's going to be more like an RPG. Let's say that. It'll play out more like an RPG. Right. So, ladies and gents, with that, we've got our kill counter. There's your poll. Go ahead and vote. What are we adding next? So, we've got 28,481. 28,481. So, that can get you 1,898 Kroot, or 518 range Kroot, or it can get you 190 Fire Warriors, or 6 Hammerhead tanks. Sort of, Sonia, yeah. I say sort of, yes. In terms of mechanics, rather than storytelling, I'll very much say that. It'll play more like an RPG, but it's not actually an RPG. I'm not too good at writing stories. Oh, don't even tell me. Don't even get me started, Abby. Them things cost a fortune. It's like, oh, it's nice when you have one, and then you want 2, and then you want 10, and then you want an army, and then you're like, why don't I just make a 2,000 point army out of them? And then you've spent over 4 grand on them, and you're like, oh god, what have I done with my life? But, you know. Right, so let's have a look. Let me just make sure I've got my spreadsheet all up to date here. 5,306, yeah, and the 1544. Excellent. Let's go. Let's see what we're getting. Ooh, more Kroot. Alright, are we, Are we adding these on or making a new group? So we will be adding 1,899. Yeah, add. No worries. Let's go ahead and add these bad boys on. Hey, Mr. Karut, you're about to get your numbers up to 3,443. Nice little increase there. So let me get the poll ready for the next round. Be a second. Add that one in. Copy. Add. And copy. Add. There we go. Right. So, wide melee ranked 3. Yep, seen that. Everyone else happy with that? Widen the rank to 3. Seen a couple of people ask for that now. Yeah, we good with that? Expect an Amazon 40k announcement soonish if things are going according to plan. Be interesting to see what it's based on. Oh god, tell you what I was watching earlier. I don't normally watch stuff like this, but it was a Minecraft video. But someone had rebuilt the Throne of Terror in Minecraft, and my god, what a mind-boggling construction that was. Like, I don't play Minecraft at all, but I can appreciate how complex something like that must be built. And it was like a time-lapse of this guy building it, and Jesus, it's impressive. I would guess, Ed, that it's based on something like, what's his name? Oh, something Kane, the detective dude. Oh. His name's slipped my head now. Like Tobias, it's not Tobias, but it's like Tobias Kane or something like that. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, it's gigantic, that's the thing. Like, the construction of it. Caius? No. Sorry, I mean, yeah, the throne room is absolutely gigantic, and you should see the size of the construction. It was so impressive. That's the one, Ed. Yeah. If I was going to imagine a series, it'd be based off him. Oh, I think it was built in creative mode, like with God mode, just creating the blocks, and just doing that alone, I would imagine it's taken him years to finish. Actually, I just thought. I can try do this. I don't know if it'd work. because I don't want to get copyright strikes, so I don't want to show off this guy, play this guy's entire video, because it's a YouTube video that he's made. But I should be able to grab that one and grab that. So you should be able to see it in the bottom left corner. But yeah, he built the entire throne room from scratch all the way. Like, it's absolutely insane. And he built the hive around it as well. That's the impressive thing. Let me just make this a little bit bigger here. But yeah, look at this. So that's if you haven't seen it, his name's JackboyMC. The video was uploaded 2 months ago. It's called Village at Emperor's Palace. I highly recommend you go watch it. Like I said, I've never been into Minecraft or anything, but the scale of it is impressive, and it's all built in real time as well. Like that. Look at that. Just all the construction going on there. It's absolutely insane. But he built all the rooms in it. There's the actual throne itself. There you go. That's what it looks like from a distance. It's just absolutely mental. I can't believe someone's actually done it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there's your poll. Go ahead, vote, 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 vote. Yeah, guys, definitely check that video out. It's an actual time-lapse as well, so you can see it being all built from the ground up. Hey, Harry. Hey, Goldie. All right, Alex, thanks for stopping by. Like I said, Ed, you'd have to go check it out. It might not be 100% to scale, but it's impressive nonetheless, even if you're not into Minecraft. Right, so 29,170. Oh, hey, Dave. Didn't see you sneak in as well. You must have been dressed in purple, mate. I was actually trying to build and rig a new unit for this, which was just going to be completely invisible with a purple headband and an orc dagger gun. And I was going to say they were commandos, but you just couldn't see them. Right, let's have a look at it. We has been at some point, Ed. A Krieger campaign. Could be interesting. Right, so Fire Warriors have won that one. Let's just double check here. Are we adding them on or making a new group? They've been knackered. Sharing the love tonight. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Congratulations, Raphael. Congratulations, Min. Mintris, I think. Congratulations, Ritki. Congratulations, Goldie. Congratulations, Dave. How about that? Like a glove. Awesome, so it looks like we're going to be adding these on. Thank you once again, Ed. That's very kind of you. So, from 3062. I was looking at the wrong number then. I was about to add 5,000 on, but that was if it was range crude. Never mind. So, wow, actually, that's kind of odd. 500 on the dot. How weird is that? Exactly 500 Fire Warriors. So, we're still happy with our current setup, yeah? I don't even start. Abby. Yeah, it's really warm tonight as well, so I couldn't do without, you know. Right. Alright, we're all happy. Let's go. It's almost like YouTube heard you, Ed. So we're up to 8,943 defenders now already. That's not bad. Oh, don't even start, Abby. That's not a joke. It probably would happen, to be honest, at some point. Jesus, Ed. That's a lot of love spread. Oh, looks like the Fire Warriors are actually starting to touch the back line a little bit here now. Now that we've beefed them up. Oh, like I said, Ed, I can't thank you enough, mate. Pretty much like me, Abby. As mentioned a few times, I do suffer from extreme social anxiety, so stuff like that, it's hard for me to wrap my head around. And I get, like, the only way I can describe it, the only way I know to describe it is like a prickly heat. It's like I get flashes of warmth and it's just like, oh god. Hey, Tank Girl. Jesus, Ed. Like I said, mate, I can't thank you enough. And I thank you on behalf of everyone who's received one too. Because I'm sure it brightened their day. Oh, thank you, Red. I like it. Tau Rebellion here, Dave. The developers added in a science fiction unit, and to me they reminded me a lot of Tau units. These guys, kind of hard to see them. Little bulb heads, but yeah, they reminded me of the Tau a lot, so thought it'd be fun if the Tau had a somewhat Tau Rebellion to deal with, headed up and led by some Howling Banshees. manage to manipulate the local population. Convince them that the greater good is the greater crud. Something like that, Abby. Exactly, Harry. The greater crud. So what do we get there? 34,790. Not bad. So there's the poll. Go ahead. Vote, 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 vote. That's a really nice increase of about 5,000 summit there, is it? 34,790. Oh, what the hell? No. Jesus. Possess unit? Click the mouse button? I don't think so. Is that unbound something else? No. Okay. Awesome. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Plus 5,620, nice. The greater good needs to be spoken in a West Country accent. That's only because you've seen Hot Fuzz. Let's hope not. I hope it doesn't get to lock to the cinematic camera. That'd be awful. God, can you imagine? I think it even fails on flatlands sometimes, which is kind of amazing. They're all up to date. Excellent. Yeah, so it looks like Fire Warriors won that one. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to add them on or make a new group? So for Fire Warriors, we'd be getting 232 of them. Is what we're going to be adding. Yeah, and it looks like we just want to add these straight onto the others. That's absolutely fine. So that's going to take them up to 732 in total. Excellente. Are we still happy with our setup? Do we want to move anything around? Well, I'm getting the poll ready. Add that one in there. 2. I'm sorry, Ed. Yeah, Dave, my bullshit excuse is that they're currently in transport to the planet Boss. Takes a while for troops to get transported, so... Whereas the actual reason why you don't have them is for balancing reasons, because it was insanely hard to balance 400,000 Karut on the field. Yeah, it was 500,000 plus. It was 546,190 Karut. That's how many you had. You'll see lots of cubes on this map because on this map, this was a test map, so you'll be able to see them floating all in the air. So it's actually a particle effect of cubes. So yeah, in this map I did just plastic, look, you can see them all floating throughout the sky. Just loads and loads of cubes flying everywhere. So yeah, it was a little bit of an experiment. I was trying out to see if I could get particles to work within the engine. Good news, they do. So this Nexus map here is probably officially the cube's home. This is where the cube came from. Well, Pompous, I don't know what kind of cubes you've been having, but I've never had a cube. Can you imagine if that's how it came out? It's just little Minecraft cubes. A little salty. It's like a bouillon cube. Ah, no, Voss. It's kind of funny. Whether great or good. Yeah, the developers actually used my map and featured it on their YouTube channel. And so far, as I can tell, it's the only one they've used. Who would win in an all-out war, the Borg or the Tyranids? The Tyranids. Easily. Easily. Like, just the sheer numbers. Like, even if it was only the Hormagaunts of the Tyranid faction. Just every single Hormagaunt that's ever existed in the Tyranids? Yeah. Jesus, Mike. Absolutely awful. Oh, indeed. It is time to whip out your rubber sockets, Ilim. Pick a clock. Star Trek guns simply delete people-sized targets. I wouldn't assume the Nids win instantly. I would. It wouldn't even be a contest. How do I come up with the cost for each unit? Sort of just knowing how the battles are gonna go and how long I want them to last and what I want to encourage you to use more than other things. A couple of things basically go into it. A lot of the time it's just to do with balance. It's like some units are really powerful, so you need to make them expensive so people don't spam them. But what you'll find is that people will just spam them anyway in the late game. Dude, it's very hard. Alright. There's your poll, ladies and gents. Go ahead and vote, 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 vote. And what did we get there? 41,522. Has anyone actually made Uwu Marines yet? I'll be very surprised if that's not a thing. I've seen Hello Kitty armies, so... Someone mentioned in one of my videos where it was the Space Marines versus the Skaven, because the Terminators, the Sons of Dawn, were yellow. They were like, well, of course the Skaven won. You sent out blocks of cheese to attack them. I was like, I'd love that if there was just cheese Marines. They were just named after different flavors of cheese or different types of cheese. A favorite chapter of Space Marines. Fallen and Unfallen. Right, are we talking pre-heresy now? Alright, Karut. Favorite loyalist. I mean, I really like Imperial Fists. But... oh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one because there's quite a few cool ones. Right, let me just deal with this. I'm trying to think of two things at once here. Right, hang on. So, let's... do you want to add these on or make a new group? No, what are you doing? YouTube? There we go. Play ball. But, yes, I do really like the Sons of Dawn. But there was another one. Oh, what were the names now? The only reason I liked them is because of their color coordination. It looked really cool. I've completely forgot what they were called now. I'm just trying to look them up. Where are they? Yeah, man. Oh, I can't find them now. That's annoying. There they are. Dark Krakens. That's what the name was. Dark Krakens is a loyalist Space Marine chapter, a successor of the Salamanders. It was a chapter composed wholly of Primara Space Marines and was raised during the Ultima founding by Archmagos Dominius Belarusius Crawl. But basically, they've got a giant squid on the shoulder pads, and they're dressed in pink. Well, dark purple, but... but yeah, if you look them up, they've got, like, really... I think they look amazing. So, we're just going to go ahead and add these Karut onto the existing ones. Let's have a look here. So, that'll take us up to 6,211 there. Awesome. Do we need to adjust anything on the battlefield, folks? Do you want to move anything around, or are you all happy with what we've got set up? All good? All good. Remove my army. Let me just... Which way are we? Over here. Right, let's see how this goes. But I should be able to bring this up here. There we go. They're the Kraken Marines. Look at them. They look awesome. A little bit hard to see. Let's just go. Just for a second. Look at them bad boys. I really like the look of them. Mike, member for 28 months at the Commissariat. Congratulations on surviving that long. Why did the employee get fired from the keyboard factory? He wasn't putting in enough shifts. 28 months of this, folks. 28 months. Oh, I would imagine so, Ed. But yeah, I really like them guys. I just like the design of them. I think they look really cool. Not only that, you get to say release the Kraken if you play them. Sorry folks, I'm going to have to put my fan on, so I'm sorry if you can hear wind in the background. You'll have to let me know if it's too much, and I can turn it off. Did I look up Space Lycan in the end? I'm sorry, Ed, I didn't, but what I will do is I'll take a note of it now, and then I'll go look it up in the morning. Shh, Fig, we all know that, right? It's a fan. I'm gonna bomb a fan. Is it on yet? Great. If you can't hear it, that's absolutely fantastic. Big Jam, I'm British. Of course I'm not going to stop eating baked beans. Sorry, I'm British. I'm not going to stop eating baked beans. God, I have to in this, he said. To think about living in highly insulated houses in the UK. Come the summertime, the slightest bit of heat and it's just killer. Hey Daniel, so yeah, basically you've got to defend this area here. This is like a landing pad for further tower reinforcements here, so you're not allowed to give it up. You've got to defend this area. So yeah, you're not allowed to retreat down that way, for instance. It's been over 20 degrees, Fig. At 44,098. So there's your poll. Go ahead and vote. See something funny in the UK, we don't have virtually any air conditioning in any of the houses. It's just not needed. Most of the year it's nice and cold, so it's only in the summer that we actually regret having insulated houses. Right then, 44,098, that was the one. Wasn't there a game called Fire Warrior that I seem to remember? And if I remember rightly, it was completely canon, and wasn't it about a Tau warrior who'd gone insane and devoted himself to corn or something like that? I can't quite remember. I've got some weird notion that there was a Tau guy in it who'd just gone mental and was now worshipping corn, and it all happened in one day. I don't know. It's been a very long time since I played Fire Warrior. A very long time. Right then, what are we going for? Speak of the devil, Fire Warriors. Right, so, add or new? Yeah, we are. We're wimps when it comes to the heat. But you guys are wimps when it comes to the cold, so, you know, sticks and stones. Swings and roundabouts. That was the saying I was after, not sticks and stones. That was it, Voss. Thank you. He wasn't completely gone, but corn was definitely helping him. Yeah, looks like we're just going to be adding these on to our existing ones, which is all good and dandy. So, we're going to go from 700 here to 1,026. Ton 26, not bad. Not bad at all. So, are we going to keep the same setup? Are we still happy here? Do we want to move anything around? Rearrange anything? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I personally suggest buying thousands and thousands of hammerhead tanks because, you know... Yep, that's right. Just invest everything into the tanks. That's all you need. Wouldn't be a problem at all. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Shut up, something funny, shut up. What they don't know won't hurt them. Right, so widen the Fire Warriors, yeah. Got it. Yeah, we happy with that? That good? Looks good? Good enough? Yep. Sorry guys, I didn't see that before I clicked the start button. Well, Dave, if you flank me, you definitely will need protection. Daniel, member for 18 months of the Guardsmen, no less, survived longer than the average 5-minute life expectancy of the average Guardsman, so congratulations are indeed in order, though it might be declared heresy for surviving that long in an Imperial Guard army, but congratulations on the 18 months. Let's vote for a tank for Tank Girl next round. A tank for Tank Girl. She's just going to steal all the water from you guys. That's all she's after. Vast quantities of water. With that evil guy, I always forget the actor's name. Oh, what was his name? He was in loads and loads of films. The guy with the white hair in the Tank Girl film. What was it? Ah, what's his name? All I've got in my head is Don Ziegler, and that is not who it is. I don't know why I've got Don Ziegler in my head. Rutger Hauer. See, I always thought it was Rutger Hauer, but it might not be. Malcolm McDowell. Yeah, he's got white hair. He's the overlord who controls all the water. He's the big bad figure, the corporate CEO guy. Always wears, like, leather gloves. Is that McDowell? Yeah, because Rutger Hauer's Blade Runner, isn't it? What was it? I saw stars burning on the skylines of Meridian or whatever it was. Yeah, Malcolm McDowell. That was the guy. He's done loads of roles. Don't you dare say Kelsey Grammer. He also played Caligula. Aren't all corporate CEOs bad guys? Pretty much. In fact, I don't think anyone's ever dared to make a film where the corporate CEO is the good guy. I just don't think that exists. Everyone just knows they're arseholes. I really enjoyed Blade Runner, I gotta say. Blade Runner is one of my favourite movies. It's just below Starship Troopers, and below that is probably Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and then probably maybe either it's contested between Alien or Aliens and Blade Runner, and I couldn't tell you which fits in that slot there, but it's between them. CEO is a good guy, Iron Man. Yeah, but they had to have a multiverse with 1,000 realities for that to become possible, though. Think of that. They had to have millions of different realities just so they could find one good guy CEO. Die Hard? I mean, it's a good film, but I like it, but it's not in my top ones, unfortunately. I really like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's my second film, and Nothing beats Starship Troopers. The military satire in that is just too good. Alan Rickman, one of the best bad guys ever, definitely. From Sheriff of Nottingham to Hans Gruber. Cannot fault him. 52,903. One of my favourite lines in Die Hard has got to be when he goes, Mr. Yamamoto will not be joining us for the rest of his life. See, I was never into Harry Potter, Fig Jam, so I didn't see much in there. But obviously he was probably good at it. See, RoboCop, I don't know, that just missed the mark for me. I was never a fan of RoboCop. I liked Terminator, but RoboCop I felt was just a bit too cheesy. It didn't quite hit the mark. Fifth Element was real good, yeah. I'm getting distracted here. Talking about favourite films. But yeah, there was just, I couldn't tell you what it was. There was just something about RoboCop that never landed with me properly. Right, so, what are we going for? Full plot ball cop. Get out of chat. Get out of here. What about Judge Dredd? Actually, that's a pretty good film. But I'd forgotten about it, so I definitely can't put it in my list because I'd forgotten about it. Right, Fire Warriors. Are we adding them on or making a new group? Jesus. Oh. See, I really like Alien and Aliens. I couldn't decide which between them. I think they're like next to each other for me, Alien and Aliens. Alongside Blade Runner. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be adding these boys on to the existing Fire Warriors, which is going to take them up to 1,320. Alright, alright, alright. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Just getting the poll ready. I mean, realistically, there's hundreds and hundreds of really good films that you could just list off. You know? Event Horizon is absolutely brilliant as well. Yeah, that's another good one. But there is just literally hundreds of good movies. Really good movies. Right. Let's have a look here then. The funniest movie I ever saw. I don't know. I couldn't tell you actually what the funniest movie I've ever seen is. As stupid as it sounds, I really enjoyed Austin Powers, the second one. What was it? Was it The Spy Who Shagged Me? For some reason, I really enjoyed that. It was just stupid, and it was so funny, it made me laugh. But then you got things like, oh, what's the old school one? Is it Airplane or whatever it is? I think it's Airplane. Old guy with white hair, always funny. Again, I'm terrible with names, so I've completely forgotten who it is. But I believe the airplane was, it was called Airplane or something like that. Yeah, Leslie Nielsen, that's him. Absolutely brilliant, that movie. Anything with him in was just funny, to be honest. Spaceballs, that was good. Naked Gun, Naked Gun, Naked Gun. Yes. That's it. My God. They're just so funny. I've got a bit of a soft spot for a lot of the Carry On movies as well. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. Very famous in the UK, but I don't know if they were ever famous in, like, the US or anything like that. But, yeah, the Carry On films are always a nice little soft spot for me. I haven't looked, unfortunately, but I've definitely been keeping an eye on it. Yeah, it'd be interesting if there's any Americans out there, which there should be. Did you guys ever get the Carry On films over there? Like, really early on. Probably, what, 70s, 80s? I mean, you're going to stretch into the 90s. One of the main actors was, yeah, Barbara Windsor and Sid James. Oh, interesting that they never made it over. They were a massive success in the UK. It must have been, what, 20 to 30 odd films, all different ones, same cast of characters, but they'd be like Carry On Up the Khyber, you know, Carry On Camping, Carry On Screaming was like a horror one, Carry On Abroad was like them going to Spain. So many. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I would have expected him to be in Australia. I find that a lot of Australian TV is very similar to what we have in the UK. And a lot of Australian TV made its way over to the UK as well. Like, when I was younger, a lot of people were watching things like Home and Away and Neighbours. Life of Brian, excellent film. Yeah, that makes me laugh a lot, actually, now that I think about it. Probably the Monty Python films are actually the funniest ones I've ever seen now. Now that I think about it, they have made me laugh an awful lot. How'd you know he's a king? He's not covered in shit. Brilliant line. There's a mess in here, but no Messiah. Really, Harry? That's kind of interesting. Right, folks, so there's your poll. Go ahead, vote, vote, vote. What are we adding to our defensive layer next? We got ourselves 61,719. Get the holy hand grenade of Antioch. God, Mike Warfall. Jesus. Did you hear about the man who cut off his left leg? He's all right now. What about the People's Judean Front? Fuck the People's Judean Front. We're the People's... What was it? We're the front... Oh, I forgot what it is now. Right. Ooh, Fire Warriors. Some spicy spice. Right then, so let's go ahead and add on our Fire Warriors here. We're going to go from 1,320 to 1,731. Now, are we still happy with our setup here? Do we want to move anything around? Let me just get the poll ready here. Few seconds. Last one. Paste in there. Move the troops down the causeway. We can't do that. We've got to defend this area here. Nest in the Fire Warriors a little bit. Oh, Fig Jam. I misread that last word of that sentence there then, and I added an RD at the end. For some reason, I didn't read it as moving forward a tad. I heard an RD at the end. Fun times. Right. Let's move them forward a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. Warriors, come out to play. God, it's been a very long time since I've seen Warriors. Did I turn off gifts? No, Daniel. Shouldn't be. No, they're turned on. I always liked the Bay City Rollers from Warriors. I don't know why, I just thought the name was cool. Really, Daniel? They've not come through at my end. Oh, Silencio! Thank you, Steve. So what a gifted membership there. Congratulations, Arthur! Well, there we go. We definitely know they work now. Ah, Daniel. There we go. Thank you, Daniel. Sent in a gifted membership. Congratulations, Warmaster! And thank you, guys. That's very much appreciated. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Daniel. Congratulations to the winners. Wingers? Winners. Rise of the Foot Soldier. Has that got that Graham guy in it? What's his name? The really good actor, Graham. Oh, again, I'm awful with actor names. If that's... Or am I thinking of This Is England? Or is it both of them?
I was there the day Horus slew the Emperor.
We're going to start the cult of the Mayo Foot at this rate. Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall. Weightlifter. Is that weightlifter? I mean, yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. I've just looked up Eddie Hall, and yeah, pretty close. He's close enough, let's put it that way. Same region, not same area. Everyone likes mayo on their foot. God, the Banshees are actually really starting to make their way forward now, and that archer fire is getting quite substantial here. Let's go have a look at them all building up. Because one thing that's going to work in your favour is, look, at the moment the archers are gathering around the top of the ramp, which is actually blocking off a lot of the melee units, which means that they sort of filter forward. Which will give you a little bit of a chance, actually, to probably take out a good chunk of the archers. There we go, though. 72,270. So, there's your poll. Go ahead. Vote, vote, vote. Right, let me go take a note of the kill counter here. So that was, yeah, 72,270. 72,000. Right, let's have a look here. What we're thinking. Oh, we'll do next round, Daniel. Sorry, mate. Open to. Oh my God. I love that one. I actually like that joke, Mike. I'm probably going to steal that one. Oh, that's a tall order, Ed. Not that I wouldn't want to. It's just difficult with 2 children and the fact that I don't drive myself. So I'd have to have my wife available to take me. We'd have to have cover for people to look after the kids. Right, let's have a look here. Oh god, I'm sorry folks. That's yawning in your ears. Who do I drive? I think everyone mental is the answer to that. Fire warriors are the winners here. So are we going to add these on or make a new group of fire warriors? That's not old, Dad. So, it looks like we are going to be adding these on to our existing group. Which will take them from 1,731 to 2,213. Lucky 13. Okay, let me just get the poll ready here for the next round. Check the placement. Yep, will do. Let's have a look at them. They're starting to get quite wide now, aren't they? Well, Ed, to quote Charlie Sheen, which is probably something you really shouldn't do in life, but to quote him anyway, you're only as old as the women you feel. And lately, I've been feeling around 21. Right. Are we all happy then? Maybe rank 2.5. We can try it for the for these guys. Squares them up a little bit. Ooh, Scheißenkopf. And then squidge him in. There we go. Let's make like a ship and rock it. Thank you for all the lovely likes, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. It's very much appreciated. You know a good CEO? RoboCop? Doesn't the CEO get killed at the end for being corrupt? Like, oh yeah, Daniel, by the way, Daniel wanted to have a look at our enemies today, so let's go down and take a look at them. So these were the units added in by the developers. the science fiction faction here. Oh, that's true, son. Yeah. I don't think he was good. He was ignorant and stupid because he let this go on in his corporation. But he wasn't exactly bad, I'll give you that. Sonia's right, the CEO didn't die. He was one of the heads, but it wasn't the CEO. He was certainly like a higher management guy, though. Vice President, there you go. So yeah, I guess they do exist somewhat at times. J.D. Vance was RoboCop. Ah, he wishes. I have played Bannerlord. I've played a lot of Bannerlord. I played an unhealthy amount of Bannerlord. I'm pretty good at Bannerlord, as long as it's not fighting. I'm very good at the economics part of the Bannerlord's game. I can make millions and millions of denaries, are they called? I forgot what they're called. Yeah, I've got 430 hours in it. There you go. Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. I was actually thinking of doing a new Timberborn series and actually seeing it through to the end this time. I really do enjoy that game. The only problem is that there can be a lot of waiting around in it, so I think I'll have to figure out ways to do time lapses in it and stuff like that. Or just do jump cuts in it. I don't know what's best. What would you, if I was going to do a Timberborn series, what would you guys prefer? Like a time lapse while we wait, or just jump cutting straight to where we are? Because inevitably in that game you do wait for the beavers to construct a lot of stuff. Time lapse? Ah, don't worry, edit's coming. They just take a while to edit them videos. As you can tell, I've put a little bit more effort into the Sons of the Forest video than me average videos. That's not to say I don't put effort into them. But yeah, I was trying out some new editing stuff and that, seeing if I could use different music for different effects and a little bit more jumpy while trying to tell more of a narrative story. Yeah, Fig Jab, there was a first game called The Forest, and I probably played that way back when. But yeah, Sons of the Forest is the sequel game to it. 90,000 kills. My. Do the beavers differentiate each other with little hats? They certainly do. Some of them do. Farmers wear hats anyway. So, 90,141. That is a real big increase. Jesus. So what we got? We're only using 6 slots at the moment, so we're still doing good. Alright then, what are we going for here? Garut melees, righto. So then folks, are we going to be adding these on, or are we going to make a new group? Ooh, we're getting a bit of a split decision here. That's quite a split decision there. Oh, give it a few more seconds for the vote here, because the chat seemingly wants a new group. But the polls are saying completely the opposite of that. The silent majority winning out here. Interesting. We've got a war of subterfuge. So then. We're going to be adding these on to our existing Karut. That's going to take them from 6,211 to 12,220. Yes, that's a big old blob of group. We're going to have to rearrange them now. So what do you guys want to do with them? As we need to rearrange these guys. Copy. Right, so. You want to tighten them up, yeah? Shall we try 2.5, something like that? Rank 2? Yeah, let's try rank 2 then. Well, that's a nice thick wedge. That's what she said. 0.5. Single file parade formation. March towards enemy. Do not engage. Let them kill you. Now, do you want to pull these guys forward a little bit, or do you want to, like, leave them half in, half out, like that? I don't know. What do you want to do? Keep the overlap. Now, hang on. Let's have a look here. How many troops should we have total? We should have 5,000, 12,000, 19,433 units. That's the total amount we should have. So just remember that number. 19,433. because the overlap might delete some units. So let's find out. 19,433. $19,420. So 13 troops have been deleted by overlap. Are you guys satisfied to continue, or do you want to go back and remove some of the overlap? Because I bet it's in these fire warriors here overlapping where the three groups overlap. Yeah, let's just, yeah. Can't split decisions and chat here. Those 13 know why we don't win this round. It all came down to 13 fire warriors. Isn't that just over a squad size? 13? Isn't it 12 units per squad? Or is that Imperial Guard? No Goldilocks. No idea what units were lost, unfortunately. It could have been any of them. It was just where the overlap starts here between the three groups that I think they were lost. So it's possible one or two fire warriors were lost, one or two melees, and a couple of the ranged. It's actually kind of interesting how many of these archer arrows are just flying right over the top of the Karut at the moment. Donor 1 Fire Warriors for 7+2 in support. So it's probably about right then. I was probably thinking of the Imperial Guard. I think it's between 12 and 20 there, or something like that. I mean, every now and then, one or two of the arrows do hit home, but there's nothing to worry about, I'd say. Now, where they do actually start to land is over here. There we go, the Banshees are coming in. Although, Banshee meet Fire Warrior power or what? Looks like the Banshees are actually struggling a little bit there. Although they are taking a fair old beating, it must be said. So guys, we'll probably do one more round and then we'll be wrapping up this stream. So after this one, we'll do one more and that'll be it for this stream. But I am actually thinking of getting into streaming more just in general. So I don't know, I might be doing some forest streams or a few Timberborn streams. I don't know. See how it goes, see how I feel. I think some forest streams could be nice. Nice and chill. Maybe find some other 40k games as well. Ooh, some Dark Tide would be fun. Yeah, Dark Tide's getting a big update, yeah. Ah, will do, Vic. It should be alright though, really, because with me not having to do all the admin, add-in and stuff like that, I can manage the chat a bit more by myself, so... It's here where it gets a bit much for me to manage the chat and do all the math, all the add-in, all that kind of stuff. But I should be okay if you guys want to miss out on them, sleep through them, show up late, whatever. When I'm doing stuff like Dark Tide and other games like that. It's a bit more chill. Oh, alright then. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I do like the look of the Cyber Doggo. Everyone was complaining, though, that it was a paid DLC. It's like, Jesus, man. I know Fat Shark seem like money grabbers, but they're not that much of a profitable studio. You know, it's not like they raking in billions in profit. They make a couple of... They, like, made under 5 million last year in profit. It's nothing. Right. There's your poll, ladies and gents. Go ahead, vote, vote, vote. And to be fair, it probably costs about 300,000, I would say, to between 100,000 to 300,000 dollars to develop a new character class. And then Steam takes 30% of whatever revenue they make. But yeah, we did. We broke 100k there. 100,825. Sadly, it doesn't, Ed. They fixed that glitch. It's a lot harder to do now. So, Sonia, you know the big door that you have to go to open up? You used to be able to walk up to it and plant a stick in the ground, but as you'd be able to plant it on the other side of the door. So as your character bent down to place the stick there, it would glitch through the door and put you on the other side of the end game, so you could just go straight to it. Yeah, so Ed, what you need now is to unlock that door, you have to make an armor piece. So they've fixed, there's loads of stuff they added now. You have to go around gathering ore, smelt it all down to make the armor gold, and there's a whole thing to it now. Oh my god, hammerheads! Tank girl, you got your hammerhead tanks. Okay. Right, where were the hammery heads? Hammerhead tanks, hammer your head. You gotta get the hammerhead and hammer the head. Shooba-dooba-dooba-doo-ba-ba. I've got Mafia music stuck in my head from the game Mafia. Don't know if you guys have ever played that, but it's got some absolute bangers in it. Right there. You wish you had 12,000 hammerheads. No, in fact, you get 20. Now, where would you like your 20 hammerhead tanks, ladies and gents? Tanks at the back, as far back as possible. Well, I would say where they are is about as far back as they can go. And you have to have them on a minimum of 1.5 spacing, otherwise they overlap too much and look ugly. Ugly. But yeah, there you go. That's as far as they can go. We'll whack them on hold so they don't all bugger off. Overlap problem. Right, what do you want to do here? Do you want to move the Fire Warriors back or melee forward? Oh yeah, we can change the spacing on them. On the Crew Warriors. Let's put that up to 1.2. That should be more than enough, right? Total amount of troops we should have 19,453. 19,453. $19,453. 46. Okay, so that didn't work. I think we're going to have to untangle them a little bit. $1.1 for the rest should work, yeah. Let's increase the spacing of the others. Yeah, that should do it. So, recruit range, 1.1. Fire Warriors, 1.1. Yeah, and we'll just move these forward ever so slightly as well. Right, so 19,453. Tangling town. It's like the opposite of an Italian dish. It's not tagliatelle, it's untangling town. Tagliatelle, untangly town. Oh, I love it. Oh, well, one short, but that's good enough. Just one troop short. And there we go. Look at that. The 1.5 spacing works out lovely there. Let's test this. So this will be our last battle of the evening, ladies and gents. He was the main character. Was being the correct terminology. It was Bert, yeah, it was Bert. Bert turned into a cube and flew off to another dimension. Oh, the tanks are firing. The problem is they're firing railgun rounds. Railgun rounds travel very, very fast. There you go. Look, you saw the tanks' explosions there. The tanks are definitely firing. You can see you created vast holes in the enemy. So yeah, you won't ever see the tank rounds, but you'll see the explosions from them. They're actually doing a good job of helping out the centre line at the moment. God, it's a massacre at the front, isn't it? Go on, brave Karut. There we go. He took out an Aldar with his final breath. Did Karut breathe? I don't know. I've got to admit, I don't actually know too much about the Karut themselves. I don't know why they're with the Tau or why they work for them. Are they enslaved? You know, do they believe in the greater good? I'm not quite sure. You'll have to ask them. All I know about them is that they eat brains of their enemies to try and gain the knowledge. Or something similar to that. And they're from some sort of jungle planet as well, which is why they look how they look. And possibly that these rifles that they have are... I think someone mentioned that they're almost as powerful as a bolt gun. But I'm not quite sure. All right, there you go. Saved, liberated, and joined. Got it. I'm not 100% sure, Sonia, but yeah, I do believe it's roughly the closest target. With some deviation, probably. There's probably a bit of deviation in there to make them all not shoot at the same target at the same time. Because that'd look silly. So I imagine that there's some sort of check system in place that helps attack different targets near the front. Yeah, this is going to be a nice kill count here. Oh. Thank you for that, Steve. That's interesting. I didn't know they had to eat to evolve. Yeah, this seems to be going pretty well so far. Really well. Yeah, them tanks are doing work. Absolutely destroying the horde. Brittany's getting some respect indeed. No little Timmy yet. It would be, Sonia, but I think part of the reason why we can get so many units on the screen at the same time is that most of the calculations that they do are quite simple. And I would think that the more checks that you have to do for the AI, where the AI has to think about more things, the less and less troops you get on the field. I would imagine so. So I think part of the reason that we get so many AI on the screen is that the AI is quite simple. $130, Jesus, man. But that archer fire is starting to do its damage. Pretty much, Daniel, yeah. To be honest, it's quite good that Bannerlord can handle like 1,000 units at a time. That's still pretty good. The tanks do seem pretty effective, don't they? Just them archers hammering home. Oh my god, the tank shot through the floor? What? No wonder this attack has been hampered so much. Mind you, it is a railgun round, so I mean, technically it can go through solid mass. But there's still a lot of enemies out there. The tanks have killed an extra unaccounted 100k. Tanks can do that. They very much are horde clearers. Whether you'll get them kills is a totally different question. God, that's a lot of laser archer. Looks like they're finally breaking through, though. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Jesus, look how many lasers are in the sky. That's actually kind of silly.
Then we shall fight in the shade.
The shade that's lit up by blue neon lasers. And ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. 183,630. There's your poll. It's me who makes the rules. Hey, and sometimes I make the rules up as I go along. Because remember, Pinky always wins. Total kills to stream, 808,544. That's pretty nice. So then, what are we going for here, folks? Exactly, Daniel. Exactly. Because those are the rules that I just made up. So, yeah, we're going for Fire Warriors here. What are we going to do with these then, folks? Are we going to be adding them on? Or do you want to make a new group of Fire Warriors? Yeah, my nickname's Ouroboros. $200k losses to environmentals? $200,000 kills unaccounted for. Jesus, man. That's a lot. I mean, that's like 36,000 Karoots. Yeah, let's go ahead and add these bad boys on then. So we're going from 2,213 Fire Warriors to 3,437. I mean, and not to persuade anyone, but if you say wanted to keep your tanks, you know, and put them in the middle of the enemy horde so that they died instantly, so that you don't lose all the kills anymore, it's an option. Just, you know. And then when you're ready to end the campaign, move the tanks back into a defensive position. But, you know, that's just me. If you wanted to artificially drag out the campaign. So, you know, just get all the tanks, stick them in the middle of the enemy. Yeah, they'll get a few kills, but the enemy will swarm them straight away. They'll be killed and then they're gone. Just, yeah. That way you get to keep your tanks. They still deal some damage, but you get more kills. Just bloop. Oh, they did, Daniel. That's true. They did help you get an extra bunch there. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, all good things must come to an end. Unfortunately, it's now getting on for half one in the morning for me. So I need my beauty sleep as I've got to do things tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen, as always, you fantastic sausages of the internet, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. A massive, massive shout out to all you channel members who helped keep this channel going. Truly, it's absolutely amazing of you. I can't thank you enough. Massive shout out to the mods. Thank you for helping keep the chat running smoothly. It's really appreciated. And of course, a massive shout out to everyone who watches the VODs and all you subscribers out there. And until next time, you lovely internet sausages. Peace.